It's Monday, February 16th, 2015, and let's talk about what happened this weekend over at xdadevelopers.com. Well, as of this weekend, it officially happened. Rovo89 went ahead and put out an alpha version of the Xposed framework with support for art, so it should work on Lollipop on ARM v7 devices. He did a Q&A with XDA, so you can get all the sort of behind-the-scenes information from that if you're interested. To go along with the release, though, there's a thread where you can check out the status of how Xposed is working on a bunch of different devices and a bunch of different ROMs, as well as reporting your own status if you'd like to do that. There's also a thread with a list of modules that have been tested on this new version of Xposed and whether they're working or not. Mario went ahead and put together an article listing off several of those modules that are known to be working and the ones that are recommended, so you can go ahead and check that out as well. Moving right along, this weekend Samsung started rolling out Lollipop to the Note 3 N9005 in Europe and the Note 4 910F in Germany as well. A soak test of Lollipop for the Moto E popped up over the air this weekend, and as long as you're running stock firmware, you can flash it to your device using the instructions in XDA member TechMaster's thread. There are some troubleshooting tips in there as well, just in case you have problems flashing it. Lenovo put out some information this weekend with regard to their update schedule for Lollipop. They have got 7 devices they're going to be planning to upgrade in the second quarter of 2015, including the A5000 and 6000, the P70, the S90, the Vibe X2, Z2, and Z2 Pro. So if you've got any of those phones, be on the lookout in a couple of months for the incoming update, and I'm sure we'll let you know when it happens as well. Now moving away from device updates, this weekend XDA forum member D. Petty figured out how to unlock the bootloader on the Kindle Fire HDX. From reading through the thread, it seems that Relic Dev actually figured out the vulnerability that was used, and J. Case says that this works on the Fire TV as well, but it's not going to work on the Fire phone. They've already patched that. So if you've got one of those devices, definitely go ahead and take a look at that thread. It seems a little bit involved to get it done, but if you've been dying to unlock the bootloader on your device, now it's a possibility. A couple of interesting tidbits of Google-related news came out this weekend as well. First up, they published a beta channel for Webview to the Play Store. This first version of the beta is based on Chrome 40, and it gives you a chance to play with the newest APIs as soon as they become available. So if you're interested in testing out the latest and greatest, and potentially not 100% stable stuff, join that community and get into that beta program. Additionally, Mattel announced that they've been working with Google, using Google Cardboard, to attempt to reinvent the ViewMaster. If you're too young to remember it, the ViewMaster was a cheap plastic set of sort of like binoculars with a circular disc that showed you pictures. So when you'd hold it up to your eye, you could click through it and it would spin the disc and show you the next picture every time you'd click it. Well, this new version takes that just a step further. You still use the discs, but now you put your smartphone into sort of a Google Cardboard experience, and you look down at the disc and you get a virtual reality immersive experience. This new ViewMaster should be available in the fourth quarter of this year, and it's not going to be cardboard, it's going to be plastic. It's going to run $30 and come with 1 viewer disc, and then other discs are going to be 3 for $15. I'm kind of curious if this is something people are going to be interested in, since it is relatively inexpensive, but with photospheres you could technically do the sort of thing they're discussing already, because the ones I've heard of so far are like, let's experience San Francisco, look at Alcatraz, look at the Golden Gate Bridge. I can get a lot of that from Google using photospheres already. Perhaps if they incorporated VR environments that are more sci-fi, fantasy related, I could definitely see paying $30 to get a ViewMaster and then some VR exploration on the TARDIS. That would be epic. Wrapping things up though, a couple interesting articles came out this weekend as well. Matthew wrote up a little bit about Xiaomi, going over their history. Then he wrote an article about YouTube's 10th birthday and how it's grown from being just a site where you go to find cat videos to a full-fledged platform where anyone, anywhere can express themselves. But anyway, you know what? That's going to be about all for me for today. You can find the links to all the stories I talked about down in the video description, as well as the links to my YouTube channels. Remember, if you like this video, leave us a like down below the video. We definitely appreciate it, and subscribe to receive all of our content as soon as it becomes available. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.